From a Mustang thief in Arkansas that led police on a multi-county chase, and a shoplifter in Tennessee who nabbed a cop car and fled across state lines, to a stolen pest control van in Georgia that ran innocent drivers off the road, and much
It was July. It starts with a stolen vehicle, then spirals into a relentless chain of high-speed pursuits across multiple states. From reckless truck drivers to desperate suspects with nothing to lose, every second raises the stakes. One wrong move here doesn't just end the chase, it changes lives forever.
Undercover police officers in Dallas, Texas, were parked in an unmarked car on El Centro Drive. They were watching a heavy-duty U-Haul that they believed to be stolen. That's when 41-year-old Ryan Taylor jumped in the cab and drove away. Officers followed close behind him, causing Ryan to grow suspicious. He stopped at an intersection, put the truck in reverse, and backed into the undercover car, causing the airbags to deploy. He continued until the undercover car crashed and got stuck on a fire hydrant. Then he sped away. Marked police cars found Ryan and chased him out of the neighborhood. The pursuit spilled onto the highway, where this maniac started using the U-Haul like a monster truck.
Now this is where it escalates. Using a U-Haul like a battering ram, the suspect turns raw size into a weapon. Officers have to balance aggression with control, because at this speed, a pit maneuver isn't always an option. Would you risk closing the gap or hold back and wait?
Delta 581, we're about to be going under Northwest Highway on D&T.
If somebody can get me that plate so I can put the registration info on there.
I don't have.
At this point, Ryan had made one thing clear. He didn't care about human life. The most important thing to him was escaping, no matter who got hurt. He eventually leads police off the highway, where things only get more dangerous on the congested Dallas streets.
We're in the exit lane for Wycliffe. Just took the Wycliffe exit. We're going to be going westbound at 2500 Wycliffe, coming up to me.
Get one vehicle. Let's get somebody to check them out. 6700 Lemon is the last address I got.
Grab police! Police, stop!
Per YouTube policy, we're choosing not to show what happened next. Know that Ryan pulled a weapon and fired at our police officer, forcing him to unload an entire clip into the warehouse. Ryan was struck in the leg and fled around a corner. He gave up after a brief standoff, and police arrested him without further incident. They then took him to a nearby hospital to treat the wound in his leg. In the end, Ryan was charged with several crimes, the most serious being aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. We believe he is still awaiting trial and could easily spend the rest of his life in jail if found guilty. Two, Chattanooga, Tennessee. Officers were called to the scene of a convenience store on Rossville Boulevard, where the clerk had a minor altercation with a possible shoplifter named Chris Parker. The 41-year-old was allegedly stealing a drink when the owner caught him and called the police. The owner claims Chris threw the drink in his face and then fled the store. A few
Southbound 41 headed towards highway. Clear contact lane.
Heavy contact.
Clear heavy contact lane here.
I'll be running towards Old Girl Stop.
Trooper Cochran looped around and tried to cut Chris off, but by then he'd already run into the thicket and hid himself among the low brush. Officers would have to pursue him on foot, which was dangerous because Chris may have been armed with a police-issued weapon. Let's see if you can spot Chris before the police do.
A stolen cruiser, a fleeing suspect, and a trooper setting up the intercept. This is textbook escalation. Spike strips, containment angles, and timing all come into play. But once the suspect ditches the vehicle, it turns into a foot pursuit where visibility drops and danger spikes. Would you push in, not knowing if he's armed?
Watch him. We got him.
They just like that, don't they?
Good job.
Our officer was lucky someone was behind him. He and his canine walked right by Chris, who thankfully wasn't armed when police arrested him. In the end, Chris was charged with a long list of crimes, including fleeing, reckless driving, grand theft auto, and possession of amphetamine. If you're going to lead police on a 150-mile-per-hour chase, you might want to drive something with a little more maneuverability than a stretch limo. Dane Christian of the Bronx wanted to prove that theory wrong on April 14th of 2006 when he borrowed his business partner's luxury car to show off for a client. Officers spotted the limo in North Castle, New York, a small town of 12,000 people about 27 miles north of the Bronx. It was driving down the highway at more than 120 miles per hour. Christian pulled over at first, but had second thoughts when police began walking toward his window. He hit the gas and fled the scene, leading North Castle PD on one of the strangest high-speed chases they'd ever seen. We believe this dashcam footage picks up after Christian topped 150 miles per hour in the limo. The stretch's engine couldn't take it and began smoking on the highway. He pulled over again, and a rational person would assume the chase was over. But this is no rational chase. Christian put the limo in reverse and drove it down the exit ramp. He went backward for a short while against oncoming traffic, then shifted into the right-hand lane. Next, Christian decided to take his reverse limo chase into a wooded neighborhood. Imagine you're out mowing your lawn, and this passes by your house. You'd probably be rubbing your eyes and wondering if it's all a dream. Despite his decent driving skills, Christian's luck runs out. He narrowly misses a stop sign and then crashes the limo into a tree. Officers move in and take him to the ground. According to police, the passenger had nothing to do with it and was scared out of his mind. Police quickly learned that Christian's license was suspended. That's why he ran when they initially pulled him over. As for the limo owner, he couldn't afford the $93,000 worth of damage that Christian caused. The luxury car was a lost cause, as was Christian's future as a limo driver.
Times two. We're going westbound.
in Henry County, Georgia, spotted a stolen pest control truck with dangerous chemicals and equipment on the back. They attempted to stop the vehicle, but the driver had other plans. According to police, 31-year-old Daniel Waldrop used the truck to back into one of their vehicles. An officer shot at him, but Daniel was able to escape and flee the...
We're going westbound. All right, we're going to pull into the McDonald's. He's U-turning. We're going to be behind the business, behind J. Wings, Hudson Bridge. Move, 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 move! Copy tag, Sandboy Robert 9511. We're going to be going southbound, flipping, approaching Jodico. We're going to be going southbound on Jodico, approaching Jodico Station Street. We're going to be going eastbound on McDonald Road from flipping. Speed is 20. Traffic's light. All right, he's blowing a tire. He's blowing a tire. I'm going to bag off a little bit. He's blowing a tire. Eastbound Chambers, approaching Mount Olive Road. Speed is 36. Traffic's light. Trying to get a bit on, but the truck's a little too big. I'm trying to get a bit on.
We're back on the main roads, at which point Georgia State Police take over the chase. They go in for a pit maneuver, but quickly learned that this pest isn't going down without a fight.
Alright, radio, we're going to be eastbound Jodico, passing over 75, speed's 52. GSP is going to be primary, I'm going to be secondary. We got a pit, Jodico and Access Road. All right, he recovered. We're going eastbound Jodico, Patrick Henry, speed's 52, traffic's light. Blackhawk 6, we're going to be eastbound Jodico, approaches Summerfield Drive, speeds 52, GSP having negative pit times 2.
Come back in the county, or you're headed back to the county or still south?
No, we're going northbound right now. Oh my God. Just ran the car off the road. Oh shit. Bad 50.
Say what?
He just ran the car off the road. Henry getting out with that one though. They're behind us. Henry's behind us, about 10 Henry cars.
Henry just got out with that 41. He didn't make contact with the vehicle. They ran off the road.
This guy is 24. All I told radio to tell Henry to get up ahead of us with some stop sticks. Might have to get the Bearcat for this one, though.
No, you just gotta. Don't go for the bumper. You gotta go for that rear tire on the trucks.
Okay.
Is it a dually or just a single?
No, it's a work truck flatbed.
Right.
It's a pest control, so all of the equipment is on the back of it. It's literally a flatbed with shit on the back of it.
Oh, he just lost a tire.
Okay, now he's got to stand on the other side.
Okay.
It'll spin out.
Oh, stop. He crossing back over to the right side. We're crossing over Highway 42. Oh, making a left turn on the Highway 42. We're going off the road. Here we go. Hold on.
Daniel was arrested after a brief struggle inside the truck. We don't know what he was charged with specifically, but it likely included reckless driving, fleeing, and assault with a deadly weapon.
After stop sign, he is. He's surrounded, he's off in the ditch.
Conway, Arkansas is a mid-sized city of 64,000 in Faulkner County, roughly 32 miles northwest of Little Rock. Typically, it's known as the City of Colleges, as it's home to 3 higher learning institutions. But on May 10th of 2023, it was known as the City of Stolen Mustangs. ASP Trooper Dumont was on patrol when Conway PD called in about a pursuit in progress. They were after a 2015 Ford Mustang that had recently been reported stolen. The driver took them onto I-40, where the Mustang's pure horsepower allowed the thief to escape. Officers called the chase off for now, hoping someone would spot the car later on. They lucked out when a Morrilton, Arkansas officer spotted the supercar near a Walmart. They chased him onto the highway, where the suspect turned sharply and jetted down an exit ramp. Little did he know, Trooper Dumont was waiting at the bottom.
Units in between me and 35 right now. Now I'm going to try to set up spots at the Oak Grove one-lane bridge. Where you at? I'm down here in Yumbo, but I'm not finding anything good enough. Okay, I'm glad that I'm going to try to get to that rally. And that over. Taking over Pine Ridge Road.
The suspect brought Trooper Dumont deeper into the Arkansas backcountry. The narrow, winding roads made things extremely dangerous, as you can't always see what's coming around the other side. Trooper Dumont needed to end this chase ASAP. It was only a matter of time before the suspect hurt themselves or somebody else.
Multiple chases, multiple suspects, but one constant: calculated police response under extreme pressure. From high-speed highways to tight back roads, every decision mattered. These pursuits show how quickly situations can escalate and how precision brings them to an end. Stay locked in for more real-world pursuit breakdowns from around the globe.
Okay, I'm trying to get across the mortgage. We took a run on this curve. I don't know if there's no road sign. That's about the whole kind of. We'll see it. Let's say anything. 30s are coming to you. If you can get up to that intersection, you'll be right in front of them. Five's not hitting me. That's the other step. Where I want it came out further down. I'm all up here. If I need to turn around, I need to get back the way you're going. 30 to 5 is back behind you. Comment that road. That's the kind of street that shut down the whole road. Went out to a stop sign. He is. He's surrounded. He's off in the ditch. We got him here on 326.
According to Trooper Dumont, when she asked the suspect why he ran, he said he was going to jail anyway, so he decided to keep going.